Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hillbilly Herpetology. I'm Webb. Nice to see you guys again. It's been a few days. So, I recently picked up a bunch of different mealworm colonies. Mine was getting low with everything I've got to feed, so I went and picked up 6 more. I picked up 7, but one of them is just a little single drawer. But what I was going to do is show you guys how they work today and tell you a little bit about those. And then later on in the video, we actually have some axolotls that we finally brought home from my buddy Jesse's house. He's been raising them from an egg, and we'll show you guys our axolotls that we got in. So thank you so much. We'll be right back with the rest of this. All right, so here's 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5. That's a nice big tall one. 6 back here, and then I have 2 single ones downstairs. Now, this is how they should be set up. So you're going to want to pull the second and the top drawer out together, and in the bottom of this, there should be a screen. You'll just cut the plastic out of the bottom here, leave a little bit, hot glue screen into the middle. And what this does is every couple of days, you can come up here and you can just shake these around on both sides. And what it's going to do is all of the eggs that these beetles have laid up here will fall through the screening, and it'll go down into your second layer. And you can kind of see the powdery stuff here is what's falling down through. Now, I always keep extra potato. You can see here I've thrown some sweet peppers in here. Just sometimes I'll just take scraps from some of the produce that we have and bring it up here, and that's just for extra water content, so that way they're not getting too dried out and dehydrating. But you can use oatmeal in here. You can get something called wheat bran, which is even cheaper, and it's just a substrate that they can eat and live in. And as you can see, we got worms here and there, but this is the one that was starting to get really low, and why I had to go get another one. Now, eggs fall through the top. They come down into here. These worms, after a little while, will turn into a pupa. When you see the pupas down here, that's what the third drawer is for. You would then open up the third drawer. Your pupas go down here until they turn into the beetles, and then you pick beetles up from down here, and you start the process back over through up here. And it's as easy as that to have fresh mealworms at all times. Now, depending on what all you're feeding, you might have to do a few of these if you have a really big collection. But otherwise, if you have, like, let's say even like 5 leopard geckos or 5 crested geckos, this is more than enough to feed them like all the bugs that they'll need, because this produces a lot of mealworms, just one of these. So 6 does even more. Okay, so axolotls. So we've got here some melanoids, some albino melanoids. Over there, that's a copper. Now, all of these have like different hets in them, like melanoid and things like that. The cool thing about these albino melanoids are, well, here's the weird thing. So they have black eyes, so it's hard to say that they're albino, but they came from melanoid pairings, and then they also glow whenever you put the UVB light on them. So we're thinking they got something called the GDF gene or GFD gene, something like that. It makes them glow. So there's 4 of them in here. There's another one back here. So in 10 months' time, there's 2 of them like that, see? And then there's that one. And then there's that one. So in 10 months' time, these guys get big enough and ready to breed. And these guys get big. They're so cool. Now, I'm not necessarily overly thrilled about having water to deal with again. I used to get heavily into fish, and, you know, it just gets to be a lot with the water changes. But I think eventually I'll have to get, you know, a nice big 90-gallon or something, and I can probably house all 4 of these in a 90-gallon as long as they're getting along. And it's just going to be a really fun project to work with. I think a lot of people really like these axolotls, and they can have a lot of babies. Jesse told me, which Jesse, by the way, is the one that raised these guys up from eggs. He did a great job, and he told me that they can have up to a couple thousand babies at a time, but that a lot of people will call some of the eggs off just because it's unreasonable to try to raise a couple of thousand of these. He raised 20 of them, and it has been an adventure. So hopefully we can get him on here for a video sometime soon, and he can just tell us all about what his experience was with that. We can interview him. I think that would be fun. Let me know in the comments if you guys would enjoy that. And Jesse, if you watch this, let me know in the comments if you'd be up for it. So that's all for the axolotl portion of this. I don't know enough about their husbandry yet. Like, I know my basic research, obviously, but I don't know enough about them yet to speak with any confidence on them. And that's why I think it would be great to have Jesse on the channel as a guest to do a little interview. But these things are just so neat, especially that you can get them in all the different colors, and it's just so cool to have them. So I have thought more about the vlog, doing more of the vlog, and I do want to do more of the vlog. I've just been really pressed for time lately. It has been tough trying to figure out how to balance the channel along with taking care of the collection. I don't know how many people are aware, but as far as the animals that I have here, I take care of all of them. Like, you know, Carissa, my wife, is very big into going with me and let me, you know, pick up animals with me and things like that. She supports me, but she let me know from the get-go that this was not her cup of tea. And so because of that, I don't really have a lot of help, and it's just me doing it plus work in my full-time job. So it's a lot. But I will be putting more of the vlogs out. Just showing some of the different stuff that I do on a daily basis. Right now I'm just turning lights on and stuff. And we do have some tarantula videos coming up. And the biggest thing that I wanted to talk about right now, and the reason I'm doing this last part, the outro here, is because Gary is going to be recording a video to send to me to put into a video soon. I just want to let y'all know you're going to finally get to meet him soon. He's back home. He's feeling better. And it's time to get him involved on the channel. You guys are really going to like Gary. He knows his stuff. He's a good guy. He's funny. A lot funnier than me. I'm more like, oh, I'm going to tell you the facts. Gary will drop a joke every now and then. So hopefully y'all start seeing more of my vlogs coming out. And I can say I'm recording several videos today. I can say over the next week we're going to have a good 4 or 5 videos drop. So thank y'all for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. Helps me so much. It's the only way I'm going to get my channel to grow. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you next time here at Hillbilly Herpetology.